I'm sitting here thinking about frequency of vibration that people dropping, losing their elevation. I got it from the white folk. I had white friends I know I was close to. I know would do anything with me. I know would do anything for me. And then we would just, one day, they would started to leave one by one. And it was almost like a count. We're gonna give them 2 weeks. Okay, well, we're gonna give them 3 weeks. We're gonna give them 2 months. If he don't leave this life alone, we gonna leave him. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, man. Y'all was doing more than I was doing. Talking about drugs and the party life. Y'all was participating more than I was. Why you leaving me? I was helping y'all out. They just leave. I'm like, what in the world is going on? And it was like, they was taught something that we was taught to be taught. I mean, we was forsake to be taught, if that's the right way to say it. They was taught something about frequencies, vibrations, energy. You can't keep embracing this energy. You can't keep promoting this energy. You can't keep feeding this energy. Eventually, you gotta learn to sow your royal oats and leave. And somehow they just knew the energy, as in, they didn't have a time and date, but they knew the time and date. So how is that possible? It wasn't an actual time and date, but they knew the energy. Like it was seasonal. Like somebody told them, if you go this long, they're gonna drop you. The spiritual realm gonna drop you. But I ain't paid no mind to it. When they left, I just went to my people. And we all continue the frequency, typically. But over time, I would think about it. I'm like, what's going on, man? What is going on? What did I just experience? Because it ain't like that here in the hood on the block. Everybody still, we still out here partying, I realized they was taught something that we was failed to be taught. And I still didn't know. I honestly, truthfully, I didn't know the depths of it until 2018. But this experience I got when I was in 9th grade. No, 10th grade. 10th grade. All the way probably 3 years after high school. And I was like, what did I just experience? Because, these particular individuals liked me because I was able to give them a pass to the hood. Because back in those days, you couldn't come through this hood if you were white. No way. Cops couldn't even come through here. So I give them a pass. They come here safely and they leave safely. And they gave me, they rewarded me for such matter. Make sure they were safe. One time I might have had a bad issue. But outside of that, they were safe. One time it was this dude, bro. He was just he was just a straight bully on the block, bro. And he seen one of them leave our house. And it was always about a money exchange back then. And no, I ain't trying to be funny. This is the country, back then the good money was in, the other people's hands. And I seen him, and he left, and the dude stopped him at the stop sign, slapped him in the eye, and took his money. I said, oh, no, don't do that, folk. Slapped Buddy in the eye hard, Buddy took out. I had to call him back, bro, come back and get your money, bro. I said, don't do that, man. He spent good money down here. Don't do that. Buddy played too much. He's still around, though. He done chilled out now, though. But I caught him, bro. He stopped him at the stop sign, slapped him in the eye hard. and took his money. And I said, no, don't do that, but it sped off. I said, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. But anyway, I learned the way they move. And like I said, over time we fell apart and we distanced ourselves, we separated. And I just started mainly just dealing with the block. It looked like we stayed in the same frequency of vibration. But 2018 get around, I'm learning what I had already started learning prior. Even though I started building myself, I was still stuck in a cloud though. I didn't understand why. You know, I knew why when it came down to how I felt. Hey, I feel better, I sleep better, I wake up feeling better, I feel more comfortable in my skin. That was my excuse. But I still was missing something. So when you get in these, like the battles that I had to fight during these years, this 7 years, it was like I'm really just fighting with people who really trying to protect their habits. I'm like, why are y'all doing that? Y'all too old for that. That will burn out. And I'm gonna show you how and why in a minute. But before I say that, I want to say this. Now, in this situation, a lot of stuff was taken from me, but like I said, I think it's legal because that barrel stuff. But I want to tell y'all something that took this stuff. Because some people took Bibles, some people took this, some people took that. Other things that were taken, I didn't care. I was giving the ideas out anyway. I just wanted to see them being created. And you did a good job. A lot of y'all did it. Don't know if I ever get the reward for it, but it's good to see it. So, but to those of you who like took the Bible and stuff like that, probably with family members and stuff, let me show y'all a table. You're so busy trying to sit at somebody else's table and you failed your own. Okay, you took a Bible, you took music, you took dances, you took game, you took books, you took ideas. Okay, who taught you how to decapitate your leader? You never thought that if you'd have came to this person, that person would have okayed, okay, if you want to do this, publish it or promote it, okay, that's fine. But you still need the leader. You still need the one who wrote it. You still need the one who told it. You still need that one that come to. And that one don't even need those burdens to hold when it comes down to doing all the publishing and promoting. See, that's what you call an entourage. That's what I call one. They work together. See, who taught y'all how to decapitate y'all leadership? That's why you ain't understanding the fine meaning of corporation, empire, enterprise, corporate. I really gotta get rid of that cat. He blind, he just step on them and they don't realize it. He absolutely blind, he just use his nose and he step all on them. But so you gotta bring yourself inward. It's like you making yourself perverse because I'm gonna take this, do this, do that, and do this. Well, why you couldn't do it with the leader though? And you know, this is so beautiful. I can't point the finger. I can't say you should. I can say that to the whole table because that was the whole table. That was the enterprise. That was the corporation. That was the empire. Why did y'all decapitate it? You got to protect that head of that table no matter what. That's what you see in the movies. That's what you see in the corporations when you go work for somebody. That's what you see. I can't wait to go to this building, and I can't wait to do the paperwork. I'm gonna walk in front of these people. You're right. You gotta walk in front of those people and what they're doing, sitting at a table, business oriented, ready to see what you got going on. Patent table, whatever. Straight up organized. No, we don't like each other, but we're gonna work together. I don't like Joe, cause Joe do this. And I don't like Jeff, cause Jeff is like this. I don't like Fred, you better not respond to it. Because at the end of the day, they family. They build businesses together, make millions together, no matter what they tell you about them. I had to learn that the hard way now. Now let's get back to the story. So, in this situation, I felt like people was fighting tooth and nail to stay in their mud, to stay in their circle, to stay in their hole. What? Are you silly? That's how I knew y'all really wasn't from and about that life. Because every real goon, goblin, gangster, thug can't wait for that opportunity to get out of that situation. Especially when they born and raised and lived in it. Oh, they can't wait for it. But y'all was making excuses to stay in it. And what did you get out of it? I'm finna show you. This is what I learned from those this is what I learned from this other nationality. I learned that you better understand energy so you can learn how to let go. That's what I learned. When that guy pulled me to the side, I done invested in businesses and never got nothing out of them. Put my heart and soul into them. And it took this one dude pull me to the side and said, you ain't got no muscle. Figured you would have had some muscle since you were from the street, but you left your muscle. I was like, what you talking about? You gotta learn that, son, before you can really sit at the table. You gotta learn to work with people. And you gotta learn to understand when you can't work with people. When they are too broken and too frozen to work. And 9 times out of 10, the people that you can work with are the ones you don't want to work with. Just the way the game is. So let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say this again. I've been saying this to y'all, but you didn't get it, but you get it now. I know you do, because I can still feel my angels. And if I can not only feel my angels, I can feel the people around them. You're starting to realize that energy shift in the frequency of vibration. You're starting to realize that your atmosphere is changing. Don't matter if you did this, don't matter if you did that. Your atmosphere is changing. What happened? Everything is going good. I got away with this, I got away with that, got away with this. What's going on? I tell you what's going on. You just dropped ranking in the spiritual. See, one of my main goals for the world was to start back believing again. So I had to take you in and out of the spiritual realm with myself and God so I could show you. And when we get here, even if you think you got away with something, I'm finna show you how you didn't. Nothing hurts you worse when God give you that money, give you that prize, and then drop you. Ooh, that feels so bad when he drop you, because when you get the prize, when you get the money, you expect to go back to your atmosphere. But when you take something on, when you done stole something unlawfully, unrightfully, if that's a word, you just took something and you feel or think you got away with it, then God's showing you. The spiritual is showing you. God is showing you. I'm finna show y'all how we all better start understanding and believing back in God again. You can't expect the other nationality to show you this, because this is good juice right here. This is the real deal right here. This is that real power. This is that real magic. Let's say you got something, you did everything you could and you got away with it. I ain't saying nobody got away with nothing. I'm using this for an example now. You don't get away with nothing. When you do something wrong for you, better know karma is attached to you, clinging to you, and playing with you. And God is the best comedian I ever met in my entirety. And you better know it. So you get this money, you get this stuff. Like I said, you're on top of that building. Now he finna drop you. And now everybody looking at you just like on that movie, John Wick. Everybody stop and just look at you. Because God just shifted the energy. They just dropped you. That's how it looked when your ancestors, your previous ancestors have dropped you to a lower vibrational frequency of ancestors. That's how it looked now. That's exactly how it looked. You sift too long, you sift one sift too many, you gotta be given over to your sins. You lust too much, you have to be given over to your sins. That's why I was telling y'all when you was looking at me and my flame and saying this and that, and I said, you better look at us and understand the facts. You think we want it to be like this? You better ask yourself, what happened to us to make us end up like this? God give you over to your sins. Oh boy, you got a problem then. So now we see it don't matter if you got the money or not. What's the point of having the money when you're gonna lose your atmosphere? What's the point of having the money when you're gonna lose your atmosphere? When they drop you, everybody stop and treat you different. Now, how can I show you this on the physical where you get it? You can go to somewhere simple as the store, McDonald's, and get treated differently. The energy, yeah, you go anywhere and you get treated different, yeah, but I'm talking about recognizing the energy. Because you're gonna realize that energy ain't moving no more. At first, they probably just was having a bad day, but now it seems like it's staying that way. People treat you like they know exactly what you did. Like you guilty. You used to be the one to get all the top notches. You used to be the one to get the diamonds. You used to be the one to get the dime pieces. Now you can barely get the pieces. You can barely get the crumbs. With the money. Ain't that even worse? Isn't that even worse? Yeah, I had to learn that too, ladies and gentlemen. I had to learn that too. Because I needed certain energies, because I was utilizing these energies to help me elevate me. And these energies, I actually needed more than the energy that I kept feeding. But these energies that I was really needing left me because I didn't take care of me. So I lost myself, and by losing myself, I lost that energy. You see how that works? You see how that works? So I'm telling you again, you sit at this table, if you think, instead of everybody fighting against each other, if you'd have just let me help you lead, now we would have a more than successful empire. You took the book. How good is you doing with keeping up the book, promoting the book, publishing the book? Well, good. You can keep that place, but I'm gonna help you make it more business oriented and organized so that you can rest too. You took this music idea, the genre, you took this guitar. Well, let me show you how the guitar is supposed to really be. Let me show you how this new genre really works. Let me show you how we can cleanse the eco. Let me show you how we can let energy and the eco, the agriculture, work hand in hand together perfectly. Now let's sit all at this table and understand that truthfully, honestly, and probably for a very, very long time, we are family. We might have a problem with each other every now and again or whatever, but no matter how the problem is, we gotta understand that we are the reason that our families can eat. So we don't wanna break this down because of altercations. We don't wanna lose this empire because of something petty and trivial. Like now they got me to the point where I can't speak much, or they want me to speak lesser because so many people copying me. Just to fail. Just to fail. And you know why? You gotta listen to me. I'm gonna show you again, God. My ancestor is not gonna promote you for copying and pasting me and not having a good agenda towards me. Now, if you were doing it temporarily, so you can help me eventually, rightfully, and then give me what's mine and play your role behind me. Then my ancestors will back you up, maybe. But you can't take from me, and especially if you from my tree and you expect my ancestors to support you and not support me. It does not work that way. I earned my right to get here. This is the difference between wealthy and rich. See, I've been wealthy. It's just because of the fact that people have been consistently taking from me that you don't recognize the wealthy in me. But if you go back and look at everything people done took from me, you're gonna realize, man, this kid been beyond wealthy. And we just keep, let's try this couple, let's try this, and let's try this. And we keep falling back to back. Why? Because it's one vital important that you fail to realize. I truthfully believed in God. I elevated righteously to sit in this seat. When the wealthy talk to me, no matter what nationality, they already know real recognize real. They ain't got to worry about me taking from them. They ain't got to worry about me doing under the table stuff to them. They ain't got to worry about me doing under the chair stuff to them. They ain't got to worry about me doing under the bed stuff to them. See, they see you. They see you. If you think they don't, you sadly mistaken. So I tell my people, from this point on, let's put this thing back together the right way and show these people that we can work together the right way instead of doing under the table stuff. Because it's not going to work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. No matter what. You have to, this is what the wealthy trying to teach us, one thing anyway. You have to respect the spiritual. You have to respect energy, no matter what. You are not respecting, it don't matter if this is legal, they throw you in the box and you're in the barrel, it don't matter. How you know the real ones ain't looking back and see who reached their hands in that barrel to get something? At the expense of losing a few of their own. I keep telling y'all that. That's a secret key game in the game in general. Everybody use that. The streets, the business world, merchants, everybody. With the exception of losing a few of our own, we'll find out who's wrong. So, I can hear somebody out there now been on my heart all day. She love him. She got his heart too. You ain't got my heart though, baby. We just from the same tree. You my limb. You understand? You gotta gain my heart. You gotta gain my respect. You gotta earn it. She got his heart. He got that's her heart too. I ain't your heart. I'm just a part of you. We cut from the same cloth. That's your boyfriend. Or that's your husband. I'm your opposite. Two different things right there. Bottom line. That go for the twin or the flames. It don't matter. Soulmates too. Don't put me in the category with them playmates y'all got. You ain't even came to me and met me like a grown-up. You gotta grow up first before you can meet anybody like me. You wanna get the sprinkles, you gotta earn it. See, you can earn the sprinkles by yourself by elevating with God. I want to say something tonight out there, y'all. I learned something playing y'all games. I learned how you basically put a token in, like all or whatever, to get what you want. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. This is how I've been doing it. And I didn't know that y'all do it that way, but let me show you how I've been doing it. I work hard for God. I work smart for God. I do my best to please God. No matter what frequency or vibration I'm elevating in, I make sure that I try my best to do right by God. And I get this feeling that comes to me from God as if, okay, wishes is real, just like luck is real. So, okay, I get this feeling and God be like, make a wish. Let me tell you what I say most of the time. I say, God, if I earn any blessings, you take all of my blessings and you get some of my blessings and give the rest to my ancestors, my guardians, and my grandparents for helping me. And that's how I strengthen my ancestors. And that's how I always have been doing it. I figured that'll be a little advice for y'all out there. But first, you gotta learn how to love you. First, you gotta learn how to love you. So, to those out there that even, especially you doppelgangers, you just like the rest of them. With the Bible and the rest of them, you are not no different. And some of y'all molecules is so low vibrational, you ain't comparable to the ones that lost already. Your fate will be the same. It will end the same. Guaranteed. You ain't got no choice but to do right by me. I heard somebody complaining about my essentials and frequencies, which always gonna come back to me, because that's all I got. They are my friend, they are my lover, they are my companion, they are my family. And they said, I can't deal with it. It's like the laws of the abyss. You right. It'll get on your nerves about morality. It'll get on your nerves about dignity, because I earned every piece on me. I didn't go to this room. I ain't go to that hotel. I ain't go to that circle. I ain't go here and I ain't go there. I went straight to God. I went straight through the front door. And I want everybody to understand that. If you want to suffer the same fate, then you keep on doing it the same way. But if you want to get real about it, and we want to go on here and meet success, and us black people as a whole finally get on this pipeline with respect, we got to learn to respect ourselves as a whole. You gotta learn to respect the way the government is. You gotta learn to respect the way the city halls is. You gotta learn to understand it before we can understand how to build with it. Corporations, franchise, enterprises, that's all unity stuff. We must learn how to build with unity before we can expect someone to respect us enough to add us to that pipeline. They look at you, do what you do to me, and they write you off right then and there. You just don't know it. They support you doing what you do to me. Like I said, losing a few of their own is quite the exception to fine deception. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen out there, you ain't got no choice but to make this right by me. Y'all could have kept, we like I said, I ain't got to explain that no more. You got to get in line if you're going to keep doing that and going to suffer the same fate, because it ain't nothing no different from you and the other ones that were before you. And truthfully, to me, they was more qualified than you. If they couldn't get the job done, well, neither will you. No matter who you think you are. Peace and love out there.